Calling you a radical. I'm here at One Way Motherfucker U. Born and raised here, been here. A lot of people don't realize I got trapped here. I would be teaching in Vienna, Austria. That was the plan. I'm born and raised here. I got leukemia in 2011, given 2 months to live. I am literally connected at the hip to that hospital right there. Open heart surgery twice when the chemo took out my valve. It's a long, ugly path, but here, so I made the most of it, especially with Weber State Athletics, as I've tried to support these athletes as much as I can. Why? Because there's no fucking media here. And if you don't believe me, Rashid Shaheed, you look it up. There's one interview his entire career he played here, the greatest player who ever played at Weber State in the history of the school. One. It's me, and I'm not on their payroll. I don't make a living off other people's taxes. Not one person from Weber State has ever supported my work one dime. In fact, Brad Bootlicker Mortensen just lied to my face. I saved their school business, but anyway, back to athleticism. Rashid Shaheed. The first time I saw Rashid was right there, running. And I was sitting with some of the new recruits as Jay Hill was recruiting. In fact, I think Josh Davis was being recruited then. But anyway, I'm sitting here talking to someone. I think Kevin Smith was here, Rashid's buddy. What a player. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? He was running track. And I'm like, they said, it was like half my life in Pacific Beach, California, San Diego. And they says, that's Rashid Shaheed. I says, the track superstar? Rashid Shaheed's here running track in Ogden? We were saying, no, he's playing football. I'm like, oh, bullshit. No, that's him. I says, speaking of San Diego, Rashid Shaheed runs like Ted Williams swings a bat. I knew it right then. Then his first game, I did the play-by-play for the radio station because Manny Gonzalez asked me to, because there's the tower right there. They tore the tower down in 2011. Why? Don't even get me going. I was in the bone marrow transplant, clinging to life, going in and out of a coma. It would have never happened. By the way, they're getting it back. 88.1 The Beat. I would do the call because nobody would do it. So the game against Cal when he was a freshman, I knew right then. And Cantwell was probably the best quarterback one of them they ever had here. He didn't have a big arm. Rashid's running free by about 15 yards against Cal. He underthrew him. Everybody underthrows Rashid Shaheed. How can you not? But I knew right then. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Jay Hill, he got one scholarship opportunity, one here, to play football. I'm sure his parents were outraged. Well, I know they were, because he was going to be this track superstar. Well, he was the track superstar. And one. A lot of people don't know this about Jay Hill. They'll know it now. I remember Rashid's mom told me right over there, well, someone needs to write a book. And I'm like, I'm working on it. I think Dr. Burrow's right over here. That was 15 years ago. Kevin, when are you going to finish those books? Working on it. Colette, as she says, if Kevin Blanch wrote a book, it'd be 10 feet thick. Publish. So, a lot of people don't know this. What was Jay Hill's greatest asset? Defense? Oh, no. Special teams. They worked at it. There's a reason Rashid Shaheed ran 7 touchdowns back. In fact, that only video, really the quality one, me and Kev up there in Idaho, me and Pokey, doing that one. I mean, I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh, yeah. One way motherfucker you, asked Paul McKay Brody, asked Wal Masaka. So, nobody ever from this university ever supported me and I saved their school business, number one. Well, it's gone now. Their football program completely gone, shredded, but there's a new sheriff in town. We got Eric. He'll turn this Titanic around. So, Rashid Shaheed won 4 Big Sky championships in a row. They never utilized him properly on offense, and nobody still has to this day. But special teams, Weber State would work at it. There's a reason he ran 7 back. When you have a marquee athlete like that, I mean, I've been around a long time. I've only seen a couple guys like that in my entire life. I knew it right then. When you have a superior athlete, now think about it. The Saints, oh, fucking pitiful. Saints didn't even use him on kick returns. So Jay Harbaugh, like Jay Hill, they actually work at it. As I named it, the Rashid Shaheed rule when they changed the NFL rule. He's already run 3 kickoffs back, or 3 returns, 2 kickoffs and a punt return since he's been traded. The Saints? Oh, fucking. There's a reason certain franchises never win. Like, it's their culture. Well, like here, there's a reason basketball and football don't win. Subconsciously, they don't want to. They're degenerate. So, this is important video. A lot of people don't realize the Rashid Shaheed story. Write a book. Publish. Why is he so good? Well, he's got the best hands in the history of the NFL, underutilized. He watched Kevin Blanch put the soup can behind his back for 4 years. Never miss it. Why I'm full of cancer, fucking dying. Rashid, I told Rashid right over there. I told his mom and dad right over there. Don't play in this game, his last game here. Don't do it. You got nothing to gain. You already been invited to the combine. The combine's at home in San Diego, and I'm like, oh, he played right there on the 11-yard line. Boom! Dirty, dirty hit. It was a dirty hit. And everybody lied around here. I can see, I videoed it, it's online. Tore ACL. Probably cost him a couple $100 million, but sweet are the uses of adversity, right? Look at workout now. He's in the best team in the NFL. They still got to win another game to get to the Super Bowl. But the way that defense plays, that special teams, that running game, they don't need Sam Darnold to go freaking crazy and throw 4 interceptions. Just don't throw it. They don't need to. And they got excellent coaches that know what they have with Rashid Shaheed. They actually work on it. The only team in the NFL, it blows my mind how teams in the NFL do not work on the new kickoff return. It's a running play. Make the gap, he's gone. Oh, Jay Harbaugh does. That's why they do it. I mean, some of the coaching in the NFL, it actually blows my mind how pitiful. I mean, they have coaches in Seattle now. They got rid of that old crook. Oh, I could never stand Pete Carroll. What a moron. What a crook. So why would the Raiders hire him? Degenerate organization. He sure ain't out. His kid. So, what a story, Rashid. Sweet of these. People don't know this. Rashid Shaheed's first touch in the NFL was a 44-yard reverse for a touchdown. He didn't get drafted. He made the practice squad by that far. Didn't even have an agent. I think his uncle was his agent. You know, you got to give it to the Saints. At least they did sign him up. He didn't play. They stuck him in one game, run a reverse play on him. First NFL touch, 44 yards to the house. Whoa, I mean, that's a hell of a play. So then he gets in the next game. His second touch, 50-yard bomb. This guy got the best hands I ever saw. He's so underutilized. I've said it for years, for 4 years. He's the most underpaid, underrespected, underestimated player in the NFL by far. He's the fastest player in the NFL by far. I used to ask him all the time, Rashid, what's your 40? Don't know, never been tested. Oh, you're full of shit. Come on, why are you always fucking with me? No, really, Kev. I mean, what is these people, blind? I think sometimes you have superior athletes and they just do this on purpose. Is it jealousy? I don't know, but he's don't kick to the rocket. I used to scream on doing the play-by-play, but when he was at the University of Utah, they're playing Whittingham, who's so overrated, it's unbelievable. And he runs the kickoff back. And Whittingham's shitting down both legs. Jay Hill's going crazy. And lightning struck the booth. For real. Delayed the game like 2 hours. So I changed his name to Lightning Rashid. Now, Abraham Williams came after him. He would have broke all the records here. But Mickey Mantle, the worst degenerate coach in the history of the school, past Jody Sears, ran him off. He'll get a shot at the NFL. I call him Thunder. What comes after Lightning? I mean, he ran back, 5 in 1 year. One got called back. But anyway, they work on it. I can't believe players, I named it the Rashid Shaheed rule. And I can't believe the special teams coaches in the NFL are pitiful. Why will you not work on that? There's nothing bigger than a kickoff return to flip the entire game on its head. And His first playoff touch. First playoff. Just, I mean, who could do that? That's his first playoff game, his first touch. His speed is staggering. His strength is staggering. His hands, I've never seen better hands. He never got used properly on offense here. Never. I mean, he never had a quarterback with the big arm. Never. You know, he had some good quarterbacks, but not great. But special team, well, he's shining now. He's an unrestricted free. And I want to talk about this because the practice squad contract in the NFL is a joke. Go ask Deion Sanders, you don't believe me. This division of football, why do you think they don't draft him? And by the way, I need to talk about this real quick too. That interference call against TJ Weber State, Tron Johnson, was bullshit. But anyway, I always thought Rashid would end up in Denver in the trade or the Ravens, but I'm glad he ended up in Seattle. I've never been a Seahawks nor. I liked Largent back when he played. But we are now. I mean, get a ring, Rashid. You know, he'll be the hottest unrestricted free agent in football. I mean, everybody says, oh, I'm going to get 49. Times that by about 5 or 6. He's been playing on the practice squad for 4. Now, people don't know this. The practice squad contract, the NFL fucks these guys. 2-year deal. They can cut them anytime they want. It's not guaranteed. It's a 4-year deal. They could just re-up it for 3rd, 4th year. Rashid, he's been playing on that. He's playing on the practice squad contract now. What? Yeah. Undrafted. His story is so unbelievable. Tore his ACL all the way in half. Come back. Wow, what a fucking story. I mean, it's kind of like Kevin Blanch. Given 2 months to live in 2011 with AML leukemia, but one-way motherfucker you. You know, it's pitiful to me. Well, it's the great selfishness plague around here, like the rest of the country. I'll be down at the Utah State Legislature on Tuesday trying to save you from you, as Governor Cox is trying to radiate us all to death. You know, the nuclear, oh, fuck. What do you think this stadium's named after? They renamed it. I still call it Wildcat Stadium. I don't like that name. They made all their money in the nuclear industry. This is GEU. You know, it's named after her and her wealth. You know, more power to them. But the Rashid Shaheed rule, I named it. A lot of people don't realize, and it blows my mind how the NFL does not even try. Saints sure didn't even try. Fuck, Rashid didn't even run kickoffs back. The best could go down. I mean, you got a little way to beat fucking the old Chicago Bear. But he's on his way. He's young. He's in his 4th season. Is they're going to win the Super Bowl? They got a ways to go, man. Championship games, we've seen upsets before. But that running game, that defense, and they actually have a special teams coach like Weaver did here. Jay Hill worked on special teams. Big time. Big time. They put so much work into it. You know, I was in practice all those years, still am. So, congratulations to Rashid. He's finally getting to shine. He's finally getting the spotlight that he's deserved his whole life. The greatest football player who ever played here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Before that was a guy named Trevon Smith, who the cops beat him to death in a jail cell. But, congratulations, Rashid. Keep it rolling, man. Jay Harbaugh, a special team coach that knows what he's doing. You think it matters? Oh, when you have a marquee athlete like that? I'm so glad he ended up there. That defense is that good. That running game is that good. They keep Darnold. Well, Darnold don't even have to throw, but, you know, Darnold's very capable at times, but we'll see. He's not all speed. He's got the greatest hands. What a story. Write a book. Okay, yeah. Publish. Write a fucking book. You know, that's the arrogance. Yeah, I hear it all the time. Do this, Blanch. Do this, Blanch. But I don't make a living off of it. I don't get no money. I mean, I do this on my own dime, which is absolutely pitiful. You think about it. Nobody from this university ever supported me. Of course, ask Mom Brody. Ask Walt Masaka. They're both born and raised here just like I am. But, one way motherfucker you. I'll be down in the legislature trying to save youth. By the way, bootlicker Brad Morton's going to kiss my ass. He lied to me. He's up at university. I mean, what he did, the 7 words you can't say. I've said, because I advised those young women on the diversity center. What they did, that got leaked out. What a pitiful person. What a liar. You know, well, Ann Milner, think about her, sells our school business. I saved our school business, #1 in the country. She sold it off to Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, under investigation for selling state secrets to China. First to worst. Well, they did the same thing with the football program. First to worst. Pitiful, but at least they hired Eric. He'll turn it around. He'll turn it around. So, congratulations to Rashid. Most underpaid, underrated player in the NFL. Well, I've said that for years. I mean, so what a story his is. Write a book, Blanch. Okay, all right. Like Colette says, if Kevin Blanch wrote a book, it'd be 10 feet fucking thick. Here at One Way Motherfucker You. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Just remember, I was given 2 months to live. I have AML leukemia, de novo. It's unsurvivable. I've had open surgery twice. The only person who ever told me thank you for support and work, Blaze Street's mother come up to me and says, I want to thank you so much for everything. I says, no, he's that good. He's playing for the Denver G League right now. That's the only person that's ever told me thank you. Ever. And then, of course, the great Steve Klauke, who was tragically killed in a car wreck, and they didn't do shit for him. The best announcer they ever had by far. He would always say, Blanch, thank you for everything you do. I mean, love that guy. These coaches, these players, well, it's the culture here. I'm a fool to One Way Motherfucker You. Go Rashid. Get that fucking ring. You know, you got all the attention now. But he has a special teams coach. Oh, it matters. Big play Rashid, as I call him, Lightning. Always have. I knew what he was day one. Play back the tape, Your Honor. Stay in tuned.